Alright guys, let's have a replay between... Whoa. Oops. Okay. Let's have a replay between coLgoswser and YaTa from the YaTa pack on Team Liquid. This is a PVZ on Shakurus Plateau. Oh, voice crack, but that's okay. We have the Red Zerg coLgoswser and YaTa, the purple Protoss, and that guy left the game. This is from a replay pack from Team Liquid that YaTa was so kind enough to post. And there's a bunch of games here that I will be commentating. We're going to see our first pylon come down here. Probably going to see a 15 Nexus or a Forge Fast Expand. This is normal on this map, as it is easy to obtain your natural by doing such a thing. You can easily get this by doing a 15 Nexus, or you can do a Forge Fast Expand. The Forge Fast Expand being the Forge at 12, and then the Nexus at maybe 15 or 16, probably later on because of the Forge. You have to spend money on it, and plus cannons. Or you can just go straight for 15 Nexus or 14 Nexus. Nothing too crazy going on here. The probe's looking inside the Zerg space. Not going to see too much. Going to get a little harassment in, and you shouldn't do this, because that just hurts probe's feelings. YaTa doesn't see that much. He sees no gas. He sees now coLgoswser is using a spawning pool, or starting a spawning pool right next to his hatchery. So he sees that, but that's about it. This is very foretelling of an expansion. It's rather late pool. It's about 15 or 14. Misclick. Whoa. And probe has about 2 shots left on it, so it better not die. It can, well, it's getting shields back, so no big deal. Spawning pool almost done. It's going to be a 15 Nexus from YaTa, so that's really cool. 15 Nexus is really kind of weird on this map, but considering the long distance between the Zerg and the Protoss, he has a lot of time to get defenses up, so this isn't that big of a risk. The spawning pool is going to be done, and the hatchery is going to be started. Without any gas, this means that he's not going to have speed for a little while. He's not going to waste any drones getting the gas, so I mean, it's a very fairly economic way to start your PVZ, ZVP. We have a Forge go down, and another pylon here at the expansion of YaTa. Nothing too crazy. 4 Lings on the way, and they're going to be moving around the map right now, with a Queen popping out. From here, the game can go in several different directions. The Zerg not getting his gas yet, and he has a little supply blocked. He's waiting on an Overlord. He can't really do much. Cannon gateway going down. Now these Zerglings are going to find this probe, and that probe's going to see them coming, so he's not going to have to do much. And we also see a drone going over here for a quick third base. Now, a lot of Zergs do this as Protoss fast expand. They are more likely to take a quick third, excuse me, and the Overlord scouting here to make sure that it is actually a fast expand. As I was saying, he's going to take a quick third here. I don't know why people don't take this space. This space feels a lot more secure than this space because it's closer. But, be that as it may, he does take his third base. And this is very safe because the Protoss isn't going to have any units out for a while. So this is actually really safe. Right now, the units on the map, 16 drones to 23 probes. Right now, the Protoss is in a commanding lead because he can just continuously pump probes without having to worry about other things like queens or larvae or Zerglings or Overlords. So he can just keep continuously pump them. And he's also getting his gateway, his Zealot and Cybercore. Back to the production tab. Nothing too crazy. Still doing normal things, normal macro things. It's going to size up to be a very, very long macro game. +1 attack by YaTa, which is actually really cool. I like using the Forge here. No cannons started. Actually, excuse me, 1 cannon's here, but it's hidden, kind of, sort of, not really. The Forge +1 really fast is going to be super good for early pushes. Especially against Zerg that's getting very greedy with this third base, and this Zealot is on a direct course with this base to see if his opponent is doing the greedy strat. Nice Overlord placement here by coLgoswser. A bunch here to check if the extra gases are being taken, and here to check the third. This is really nice Overlord placement. And here to check for proxy pylons and stuff. I really like it. Sentries and 9 drones on the way, so that should even out the... not exactly. I thought it would be more even than that, but the Protoss is still up about 9 drones, or workers rather. And this Zealot is going to be picked off here, but after scouting, the greedy third base of our Zerg. And he's gonna get a final. Maybe he's gonna kill one? Two? Nah, the queen will get him. Kills two. Two for the price of 100 Zealot is not that worth it still. +1 and a quick Twilight Council. At 7 minutes, this is relatively fast considering the fast expansion, but 4 gases right now, which means that he has a lot of probes mining gas, which means he's going to be able to research a lot of things faster, and he's going to go for Dark Shrine. Dark Shrine's really cool. He needs to pump out a lot more gates. He only has 3 gates on 2 base, which isn't that great, but considering he's having a lot of money towards tech, well, that's okay. A Roach Warren going down for Complexity's GrandMaster. Complexity, right, I almost said Quantum for some reason. Blink starting, and I want to see if he gets, he's probably going to go for a quick +2, or maybe just stay at +1/1. +2 would be really good against Zerg because he doesn't have a lot of units, and he has mostly Lings, but more Roaches are going to be popping out as this comes on now. GrandMaster's a little supply block. The supplies are actually pretty even considering, well, no, they're not. They're down. YaTa's down by 10, but considering he's on a second base to GrandMaster's third, it's okay. It's not that bad. Blink starting, and this is going to be another +2. Wow, that's actually really cool. This is he could actually do a really nice timing attack with Dark Templars if he gets manages to get some drops going down. He's going to have an Observer, and I think he's going to have a Warp Prism next. He has a total of 4 gates in his main, 1 is natural. He's up to 5 gates with 2 sentries. A bunch of Roaches being pumped out now with +1 missile attacks and Blink almost done for the Protoss. The +2 is going to be really huge if he hits a really nice timing here, but he doesn't have that much of an army. There you go, Warp Prism on the way. That's really cool. I wanted to see this. He's going to do a Dark Templar drop into the Zerg's base, which is actually really cool. But again, these Overlords are doing a really good job of spreading themselves out and just, oh, look at that +1 Zealot just ripped through Zerglings. And I don't think they have any carapace upgrades either. Nope, that's just going to murder them. They're going to try to sneak around, but there's 2 sentries in a cannon here. Sorry, no dice. Warping in some more Stalkers. Looks like he's going to be a Dark Templar drop. Or no, not even. He's going to walk the Dark Templar across the map. I'm not really sure why he's doing that, when he could just be dropping them with the Warp Prism, but I guess it's not out yet. Right now, GrandMaster is not aware of this. He doesn't have any spores up. He does have an Evolution Chamber because he does have that +1 coming, but no Spore Crawlers as of yet. He's going to have to blink these down? I'm not sure what's going on. Observer here in the main base and a bunch of... Oh, he's going right for the hatchery. I don't know if that's the right move. As he is warping in an Overseer right here. But here come the Blink Stalkers. He's going to get vision with the Warp Prism so the Blink Stalkers can blink on top of the high ground and warp in units. I think he should warp in a lot of Dark Templar here if he has the money. He has a lot of gas. He has really gas heavy. And what he's going to warp in here, he's going to warp in 2 Dark Templars, and he's going to blink in with the Stalkers. He needs to watch out for these Roaches. +1 not done. This is actually a huge advantage for the Protoss, and he needs to kill that. Yes, Overseer, but the Dark Templar are down. 4 more Dark Templar on the way, but Blink is being used very beautifully here. He can pick off a lot of workers here. Let's see how many workers he can kill. He kills... Oh, it's not the workers. Whatever, screw it. Oh, oops, I'm hitting every wrong button, and stuff's going on. The Dark Templars are being picked off because of the Overseer, but the Stalkers are being repelled by the Roaches, and this is just going to be too much. This harassment, good, but not effective. This would have worked if he wasn't ready for it, but he was. He's been sitting on 3 base for a really long time now, and he's had great amount of supply. And this Warp Prism needs to die. He needs to kill this now so we can stop warping in Dark Templars and stuff, and he kills a lot of Stalkers here. I thought that he was going to do a lot more damage, and GrandMaster is up. I just noticed about 50 supply, 60 supply here, and this is actually really, really dangerous for YaTa because he's not even started his 3rd base, and GrandMaster is moving to his 4th. This is really dangerous, and +2 range is started for GrandMaster. So if he waits a little bit for this to stop, especially with Ventral Sacs, that's the drop, right? Yeah, he might do a huge drop here. I think that's the... Yeah, that's a drop, right? That's not the other one. The other thing I'm thinking of. Whatever. Nothing too crazy, but, I mean, YaTa might be screwed here. Nothing too crazy, but the game might end. A bunch of Roaches sitting out here, and they are in a very great spot to pick off this 3rd, and here comes the army of YaTa to stop this. Archons, where'd you come from? +2 are going to do great damage, but there's only one of them. Traps a bunch of Roaches with Force Fields. He needs to pick off this Nexus to hold his lead on YaTa now. He has a bunch of Chainlings here. I'm not sure, maybe just a block, but he's going to pick those off really quickly. YaTa closing the gap, still down by 30 supply, which is not that bad considering 4 bases to coLgoswser. A bunch of changelings dying because he did have to make use of them after making the overseers. Spire being started now. +1 armor. I'm not sure why he doesn't have 2 forges going. I would make 2 forges. I'm not sure. +2. Carapace upgrades. Baneling speed. Centrifugal hooks. That's really weird. I'm not sure. Banelings. Oh, maybe for baneling drops. That'd be super crazy. I'd love to see that. A nice drop over here by someone's messaging me on Skype. Go away. A nice drop here, but no one's home. He needs to get this in here and do damage. He has nothing here besides... Oh, we could pick up that Spire, too. That'd be huge. Right now, the supply, 190 to 150. YaTa is down by 40, but coLgoswser is not capitalizing on his lead. YaTa is doing a great job of keeping him busy and distracted, maybe making him multitask more than he should. But right now, coLgoswser isn't being offensive. He needs to get some units into the main base of YaTa and start to stir stuff up, because right now it's nothing doing. He's just defending constantly and letting YaTa slowly claw his way back up into the game. coLgoswser sitting on 2k, 1k, almost maxed. I'm not sure why he hasn't attacked with his ball yet. A bunch of banelings making right now. 35 banelings in production. Hydra's groove spines are going to be huge if these banelings hit. And here comes YaTa, or not, you know, getting his 4th base, which is actually pretty good, but it's not enough right now. YaTa needs to make something happen. He needs to get a lot more moves done. He's sitting back. Drops are good, but they're not that effective. coLgoswser is seeing everything with these changelings and just dominating with the creep, too. We are about almost 20 minutes into this game, so thanks guys for watching, by the way. Another hatchery and another nexus going down, the 4th of YaTa. Time for Drunkcraft. Guys, don't care. Do whatever you want. Anyway, Harvesters 77 to 89. Maybe this is what I keep thinking that coLgoswser has the advantage on. No, that's actually not true. The Purple Protoss has more workers, so he has less workers. That means he has more army supply, which just means that why doesn't coLgoswser attack now? He's practically maxed, right? Like, I'm not sure why this isn't happening. A huge drop is going to be happening now. A bunch of these overlords empty. Maybe about almost half of them are empty. So maybe he'll get to focus down the empty ones. And these are all loaded with banelings, I think. Yep, that's right. And he needs to do a lot of damage here to even out and control the lead that he has and take it back. The supply almost even again, but YaTa is up about 20 harvesters, or 10 harvesters, excuse me. +3 started, but here comes the engagement. The drops have to do really well. The Stalkers not focusing fire on the Overlords. Roach is doing a lot of damage, but there are so many Stalkers. The force fields are going down, stopping a lot of the drops. The blink away is actually doing a lot of help for the Protoss, and a lot of these drops not landing where they need to. The supply is about even, so this is pretty scary. Another blink. Blink is saving YaTa so much right now. And he needs to start being offensive right now. YaTa needs to see this, and he needs to take an advantage right now. Chase down these overlords, do some damage. Another attack in the main. I have missed it. I am sorry. But there's only, I guess, one overlord. But still, non-stop action here. This is crazy. +3 weapons for Protoss. Almost done. Infestation pit going down. Hatchery. Another hatchery is going down. coLgoswser is up almost... Wait, 2 bases? Yeah, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's up 1 base to the Protoss. But YaTa's clawing his way back in. The Baneling drop was not that effective against Blink Stalkers. 2-1 Stalkers with Blink and Force Fields. Pretty good. Pretty good units against Roaches and Banelings. But this is a lot of Hydras here. I don't think YaTa's going to be ready for this. He needs to blink out of there right now, because these Hydras are going to nom the hell out of these Stalkers. Colossus... Wow, that was actually a really good time by the Colossus. I didn't notice that switch. The Lance upgrade +3 are going to finish maybe around the same time, maybe 30 seconds apart, but that's a lot of Hydras. He needs to get another Robo down, pumping it right now. Excuse me. coLgoswser taking out this 4th expansion and the 5th might be huge damage, but he needs to watch his flank, because here comes YaTa right now. A lot of Hydras, but they're all bunched up in one ball. They're not going to be able to all hit at the same time. Only one Colossus, that's going to be picked off. A lot of force fields helping, but there are so many Hydras They're going to eat away at these Stalkers. They need to blink. Good micro by YaTa, and this is what YaTa really needed to defend. A lot of blink micro, but there's just so many units. Supply Max Zerg to 140 Protoss. This is a lot of trouble for YaTa. He needs to get another Robo down, pumping a Colossus. Colossus, watch out, you're microing the wrong way, buddy. A bunch of Stalkers forced into a choke, and they're going to do a lot of damage here. All these buildings falling for YaTa. This is just insurmountable, I think. I think this is the end. I think that as soon as this wave is done, there's more units coming across the map, streaming in across the map to pick off the rest of these units. But YaTa's holding. Somehow he's holding. 160 to 120. Up by 40 supply. coLgoswser is repelled at the 21-minute mark. I'm sorry if I'm screaming. I am excited about StarCraft. And he is just wasting his own units that he thinks is real, but they ain't, because they changelings. So, right now, 5 Infestors in production, more Colossus, more Archons, more Zerglings, Carapace upgrade 2, and a bunch of stuff going on. Another Max Zerg attack. This is what he needs. He needs to start Zerging the hell out of him, but he can't be hitting his main army. He needs to go around and circumnavigate the army. Roaches against this army in a tiny little gap are not going to do that much, especially with these great force fields, locking a bunch of them out and doing a semi-good damage, but he's distracting the army. He should be going after the 5th and 6th bases, or the 4th and 5th bases of YaTa. And he's forced again into another fight that he does not want to have. He's focusing down the Colossus, but he has to circumnavigate the units again. This is not that great. More Infestors coming in, but they need to do a lot more damage. More Fungals, great Fungal here, need to go down on the units to hold them in place. A lot of good damage here by coLgoswser. A lot of great damage and a lot of good Fungals. A lot of Infestors dying, though. A lot of Infestors dying that didn't need to. About how many left Infestors on the map? We have about 4 left, and they're all right here, and they're going to be chased down by these Blink Stalkers. A Greater Spire on the way, which is a good transition because now you need to get around the map and start doing damage with siege units. Excuse me. Siege units like the Broodlord are going to be great against Stalkers, especially if you have the Hydras to back it up. Excuse me. Crazy StarCraft. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, again, we have a Max Zerg that is taking almost the entire left side of the map, except for this expansion here. And we have a Protoss who is just starting to get up onto that level of macro. And he's starting to produce Colossus and Stargates going down, which is a really good transition. I like it. And here comes another engagement. All Roaches with some Corruptors and Infestors against Stalkers and Colossus. Only 1 Colossus here. This might have been a bad choice to make that many Corruptors, but if you're going to go into Broodlords, it's a good idea. A lot of Infestors here. Need to get some money Fungals off. He's using the Marines instead of the Fungals, and this is not necessarily a good idea. He needs to Fungal a lot of these Stalkers, and he's not getting it done, but he's still breaking this somehow. All the Corruptors flying overhead like, LOL, what's up, bro? Where's your Colossus? Killed them all. Roaches just doing a lot of damage here, but they are not breaking the Blink Stalker line. He's making a lot of infested Marines, and he's doing a lot of damage, but not breaking this wall. YaTa is resilient to the very end here. Almost toe-to-toe with coLgoswser. Down still 40 supply. Still down, but still not out. YaTa is doing a great job. Fleet Beacon on the way. I really hope to see +2 air and Mothership to be used in this match because this would be so crazy. Broodlord's going to pick off here. This is not what he wants. He has no units here to back up the middle. And the Broodlords are taking out 2 more left on the field. How many Broodlords does he have left? That's about it. He has about 2 Broodlords left. And there's just nothing left to answer for this. A bunch of chase. Hug him. He is losing a lot of units here for free. I'm not sure why. Running away from only 2 Broodlords. I would have fought, but you know, I guess YaTa is starting to feel swarmed with the Zerg army right now. We are on the 25th minute. Thank you guys for watching if you are. And thank you for tolerating my loud noise. And the 3rd base of YaTa goes down. He is only on about 2 mining bases left. 2 coLgoswsers, about 3, well, soon to be 3. And coLgoswser's just in a commanding lead right now. But he is broke. He is so broke as a joke right now because he has to get that Carapace upgrade and those Broodlords and all of this money, but only off 2 mining bases. Mothership on the way, which could be just what YaTa needs to break this army. He has been down and fighting an uphill battle this entire match, and he is doing a good job of protecting his only last mining bases here, and he might be making his production facilities here and discarding his main base. But here comes coLgoswser. He needs to get some mining force fields off here to supply, to rather defend, well, it's a late force field, But he's going to go right into his natural because he knows nobody's home. If he kills this really huge ground armor, would be really cool to pick off here. And YaTa knows that he can't defend that because he needs to defend his last 2 mining bases. And here comes coLgoswser again. coLgoswser knows that he has the creep spread almost up to his front door, and he has 2 mining bases. He doesn't necessarily know that he has this base or this base, but he knows that the bottom right-hand corner is his last hope. Broodlord's getting picked off here by Blink Stalkers, but they need to be fungled right away by these 5 infestors. A bunch of overlords hanging out here. Thought they were units. My bad. +3 range coming up. coLgoswser is right now looking across the map. A huge drop going to go into the main, I think. And this is just what he needs. He needs to get in there and disrupt YaTa right now. YaTa is on par. YaTa is on par with coLgoswser. I didn't even notice that he was catching up. Mothership is on the field, no air upgrades, but that he didn't kill the forge for some reason. It's okay. A huge drop in the main. All the production facility units, or production facility buildings, are going to be taken out. He needs to get rid of that fleet beacon, make sure no more mothership after this. And a bunch of Blink Stalkers being held up here by the ramp by great fungals. Look at these fungals all up on this choke. He needs to get that mothership and take it over right now, but I don't think he has Neural Parasite. No, he doesn't. A bunch of stalkers being held up here at the ramp, at the choke, and he can fight this right now, but he just chooses not to, as he chooses the production facility of YaTa is more important than direct engagement, and he is attacking right now a 200 army versus an 180 army, and this looks like too much for YaTa. A blink forward, not that many detection, but he has a lot of fungals off, a lot of stalkers doing a lot of damage. This could be close. Anyways, game, a huge vortex taking the majority of coLgoswser's units. But it looks like YaTa is pulling through somehow. How is he supporting this off of 2 mining bases? 4,000, 1,000. YaTa looks unbreakable. I have guessed YaTa down and out versus 130 versus 180, almost 200. I would have guessed YaTa out. I would have said nope. I would have left. But right now, coLgoswser is just not breaking this. I'm not sure why. We are going on the 30th minute. Thank you guys for watching. If you are, if you aren't, I understand I'm annoying and I'm choking because it's just like I like screaming and like being enthusiastic about this. And coLgoswser is, well, no, denied. Sorry, bro. That's my base. Oh my God, this is such a great game. I think that if YaTa somehow roundabout gets this army over to his side of over to coLgoswser's side of the base. The map rather, he can do a lot of damage. He's got to pick off these corruptors, save the mothership, save all of the mothership, hydras and corruptors. He can't let them focus the corruptors too long because the hydras do so much damage. Mothership falls, nothing left but a colossi and some stalkers. I don't know, this could be it. This could be it, but I've said this could be it so many times before. 120 to 200, this looks like game, and GG is called. Good game, YaTa, putting it up to the very end. Good mother effing game. Thank you guys for watching. That was a lot of fun.